Why do you think they do you think that's why they? I think I'm gonna bring that up. That's why they killed JFK. He was like, "Fuck the CIA." CIA was like, "Huh? What?"
Yeah. I don't really know enough to know why they killed JFK.
I also don't. Well, that's what I think. That's what they said. That's what I believe that's what they said. They were like, "Oh," he was like, "Man, the CIA is kind of crazy, isn't it?" Like, and they were like, "Oh."
I just thought his drip was too hard and his bitch was too bad.
His bitch was too bad. He smoked too tough. Like, it was crazy.
JFK, they'll kill you.
They'll kill you.
It's crazy that he was named after an airport.
Kennedy. You remember that during Super Bowl? The Kennedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
RFK Jr.
For RFK Jr.
Yeah. Kennedy.
Good Lord. All right. You hear that? That's the Morning Bleezy.
Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Bleezy.
This is what it feels like in your brain when you listen to this podcast.
Absolutely.
But like in a good way.
Wake the hell up. Wake up. It is Monday morning.
Get to work.
Which is crazy.
If you got a shit, hold it in so that you can do it on company time.
Oh yeah, that's a big part. That's a big part of working the 9 to 5. I love it. I love coming in 5 minutes early, saying hi to my boss, and then immediately dipping into the bathroom just to vibe for like 20 to 25 minutes.
Right.
You need that. That's time owed to you. As a member of the working class, you need that pre 25 minutes. You gotta have that.
So you're going to work and you're listening to this podcast, and we're going to answer listener questions because it's season 2.
Season 2.
And it's like that.
And we want to hear from you.
And that's true too.
Oh! You guys were not ready for the rhyme. The rhyme time, absolutely. All right.
What do we got?
Our first question is actually something that was sent to me. One of our listeners, our lovely listeners, Crystal Cerisier, shout out to you. Wanted us to talk about the toxicity of the fucking shade room. Now, Jake, what do you know of the shade room? Just give me your basic knowledge.
It sounds like a talk show. I imagine people sitting around communicating. It's being recorded. It probably gets a little tense for some reason.
Is that what you got?
Yeah. Enlighten me.
All right, let me tell you about the Shade Room. So if nobody knows, the Shade Room is actually an Instagram page, and I'm pretty sure they have pages everywhere else, like on X and blah, 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 thing.
It's not a show, it's an Instagram page.
No, it's not. It's an Instagram page that keeps you updated on all the bullshit that's happening in, like, just brain rot fucking media. I know that your guilty pleasure is Baddies East, bitch. I see you. Here's why I really do think that the Shade Room it's a disease, and it's something that has come along with the, like, just the boom of social media. Like, you have to have a pit. There always has to be a pit where everybody can put just, like, the darkest, most evilest brain rot material that you just scroll on and be like, oh, like those accounts that just have, like, girl fights and shit. Like, that's what the Shade Room is.
Yeah.
The first thing that you'll see on the Shade Room is, are you familiar with, which is so fucking crazy that I'm bringing these people up on this podcast. Are you familiar with Krishan Rock and Blueface?
Yes. Their love is so amazing. It's an inspiration. That's the role model for everything. For love.
Couple goals. Let us pour one out for the lost souls. because we lost 2 of them with them over there.
Did you see that, like, they were comparing her kid to, like, the symptoms of fetal alcohol syndrome?
Yes, and I fully think that is, I don't put it past her. I have never seen a clear picture of this baby. However, if you do, what you can see full record of on the Shade Room is alcohol abuse, actual mental and physical abuse between these 2 people, that it's just being shown as, oh my God, they're at it again, and he's making her drink again, or here goes Blueface acting crazy, and it's just touted as, oh my God, look at these 2 crazy niggas just doing crazy nigga stuff. And I feel like it reinforces this idea that there are people out there that we can treat like this, and it's okay, because they almost have this, it gives you the idea that you are not mortal. Like, not everybody is gonna live forever. This is not shit that you should fucking do. Like, this is not something to aspire to, or like, this is not good. This is not good for you. And that's essentially what the Shade Room is. The Shade Room is a bunch of fight videos, a bunch of nonsense and tomfoolery. How can I even describe it? It is like, it's a cesspool, where the most bored, drunken, unemployed, unemployed in parentheses, degrading. That
derogatory.
That's where all of them go to just pour out all the the hate that they have in their heart. That's where you can see, the Shade Room is where you can see the worst opinion. Like, you can't even go on Twitter to find shit like that. The Shade Room is like the depths of hell. That's Tartarus. That's it.
So it's just an Instagram page? Or is it, they got like a whole brand?
I mean, there's people that run the Shade Room, and they go to certain events like that, that Zeus will throw, that god awful channel.
Saw a tweet that was like, yo, Zeus is funded by the CIA.
Absolutely. Zeus TV. And here's the thing. I think that the Shade Room, there's a lot of things that black people will tell you. They'll be like, and it's a distraction. And a lot of things are a distraction. And I used to think that the Shade Room was just a bunch of people that didn't have anything better to do, focused on things that don't matter. And it was just blah, 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 messy shit, and we're all just having fun. But as it gets funded, you see more ads, you start to see more of a leaning. It is a truly bad place that just exploits abuse in the communities of color. That's just what it does. It just shows you, isn't this shit fucking crazy? What do you have to say about it? Let loose.
Well, right, because they want to drive engagement. We want y'all to ask us questions, and because we want to answer them, but also it does help when bitches are commenting.
Yeah,
right.
It definitely does.
And it's okay, if you break it down, right, they do those experiments where they hook some shit up to a mouse's brain and they give it a button, and if you hit that button, it gives you dopamine. Stupid ass animal will just keep hitting that fucking button, because why would I do anything else fulfilling if I could hit the button?
It's eating, crude paste.
If you're a page that curates and profits off of that shit, you will find the patterns that lead to more engagement, more money, more clicks, sponsorships.
Absolutely.
And you will just keep hitting those notes, because that's what works. If you're on one of these shows, you got to keep acting a certain way repeatedly, even if it reinforces you into a whacker and whacker way you're acting, because the checks keep clearing.
I completely agree. That's a lot of people's main form of information, and I can't even say that my stream of information is the best, because I just fucking go on Twitter and decide who I fucking trust more. But the Shade Room is how people fucking get what they get.
Did you the first time that the Shade Room came across your awareness, was it by some of their content got served up to you and you consumed it completely unaware, or you heard discourse about the Shade Room first?
I was in it. I was fully on it. I was obsessed. I used to be into the Shade Room. I used to go. They had multiple pages, I believe, because they kept getting taken down in the beginning and stuff like that. One thing I do not like is when parents go online embarrassing their kid or punishing their kid and showing it online.
Yeah, that should be illegal.
I'm
or
I'm gonna
simply
say that it is. I'm pretty
even
sure
if it's
that
not
it is.
the content being abuse, it like just pimping out your kid because they're a cute baker, or they could do gymnastics, like any of that shit where like you're the parent like masterminding the account, but it's off your kid's back, should not be legal.
Should not. Absolutely not. And
Like we're gonna have a whole wave of like these like tell-all docs in another 6 years from kids who were born into the internet, like for real. And it's people are gonna be like, how did we? It's like, cause y'all clicked.
And it was just on there, like, and just promoted as being like, oh,
George Santos told Z-Way, you'll watch, or like you gotta have me on. You'll keep doing
stop
it.
inviting me. How do we get rid of you? Stop inviting me to your shows.
He ate that, unfortunately.
Kind of did. Trump Santos 2020. 2024.
Bro, listen.
Trump
If we have
2024.
no, hey,
I'm standing.
we're heading for a dark place, regardless. And it's fuck Donald Trump, and it's fuck George Santos. But like, if we have to go down a dark path, I don't want Trump. I want Trump to win, but with George Santos as the president or the vice president, so that Trump can die, and then accidentally now George Santos is the president.
Just lying, bro. He did eat with fucking Nicole Malio stock tips, and what came of that? What is he alive? Did they kill him yet?
No, he's alive.
Bro, I want to look that up to see if he's been like being harassed or
I think they
shit.
just keep him around. I think he's kind of fun.
He's a silly guy. But we'll never forget fucking Nicole Malio stock tips. I thought that was crazy that you like straight up outed her as like, you know, she's doing fucking insider trading.
Well, we know that about half of Congress. They
that.
all dumped certain shit and picked certain shit up like 2 weeks before COVID like really dropped, but they knew.
They know.
And they didn't put any effort into mitigation or education or any of that.
Any type
it was
of PPE.
Let me profit real quick.
Gotta make bread first. Gotta make bread first.
And there's been Congress people introducing legislation to like try to curb Congress people being able to trade. Like some outright say it should be banned, and it should, but it's not really going anywhere because everyone on both sides is like whoa.
We have so many things to deal with first, like getting rid of TikTok. We gotta get rid of that. Gotta get that out of here.
So what was the question?
What was the question?
And how did we respond? I like that for this. Every time we like get way the fuck off around on these, we gotta end it by like answering the question. Like,
so yeah, answer to your question. The shade room is toxic. It's a waste of time. It's a black hole, a pit, a tar pit that you can very well get stuck in and get rid of the last 2 brain cells that you have. You need to save those. Okay? Keep them safe. There's no block TSR. Fuck TSR. Fuck the shade room. We never talked about it, did we?
what?
Like the Nicki Megan thing.
Oh, I bought Hiss on iTunes.
Bigfoot, 1 foot, blue foot, 2 foot. You don't got no foot. You got who foot? Big tall bitch. Your mama's dead. Dead mama, your mama died. And you're a liar and you have sex. Tall 1 foot bitch. Ha cha cha. Now tell me that wasn't better than his.
It's fun to just know when someone's rent free in someone else's head and really not care, but like just wow. Like
imagine being so fucked up out of your mind that you was like, let me get in the stew. You got shot in the foot, bitch. And your mom died. Ooh, yeah, your mom died.
Didn't she like have that
in the foot.
for a while? Like, wasn't that like she was sitting on that?
Oh, absolutely. Bro, that happened.
Okay, so you had time and that's what you had.
A man was deported. It takes a while. They deported that man. He's in jail right now. And what did she say? Megan's Law, and you said you got shot in the foot,
Well, that's the thing. She said Megan's Law, bro. She didn't say, Nicki Minaj, I call you out.
Nicki Minaj?
So,
Nicki Minaj?
Nicki Minaj, if you felt like the Megan's Law bar was singling you out,
You have to
what are you
reevaluate.
saying by so violently reacting to that? That's crazy.
Draco
See,
got
me,
that
I would
back.
just ignore it, but I wouldn't fuck with people like that in the first place.
No. They caught your man on sexual assault charges. The nigga that you be hanging out with. Your man's.
I love that video.
I also love the video.
That's your boy?
That's your boy. You just hanging out with him. I saw you. You love him. Bro, I knew that this bitch wasn't serious, and I knew that whatever it is that she does, like when she says things, I'd be like, you have to be like, you're not making good decisions right now. Because when she married that man and was like, I'm officially Mrs. Petty. His name is Kenneth Petty. And like that was her whole thing, was that she's petty, she's petty, she's petty. And I was like, damn, bro. I kind of hate it here. And I hate that this is like, that I know so much about you. I hate that every time you get into a league, like anytime you like associate with a man, that man is in some way like, you know, he's an assaulter, a menace, an abuser. And you get hype behind them. Why is it that you be like, well, you know, when this man was a 15-year-old child, you bringing up 30-year-old T from when this man was a 15-year-old child, when he was a 15-year-old abuser? How is he staying in your home when y'all have a kid? Post it up, bro. This man cannot go on social media to look at the photos that you post of your child because he can't have a social media. You could have just kept quiet. You didn't have to release that shit at all, actually. You didn't have to release anything. You didn't have to go on Twitter. You didn't have to do any of that stuff. You are a rap legend, and you degrade yourself by doing these like really weird little rap beefs. And I don't know what's going on with you, but have you realized it's gotten real silent? Is she still talking? If she's still talking, I'm not hearing. I'm not getting the feedback. I'm not getting it.
Well, it's, you know, it's always fun when like someone blatantly loses, you know?
Yeah,
you
openly
know?
loses. And bro, she was threatening people. She was like, oh, the things that you have lied about. And was like, she's gonna release 5 more songs if this song don't pop.
We not listening.
Where's the chirp? We need a chirp button.
I forget what's going on up here. There's literally dust on these keys, by the way, but let's see what the extra ones are. We got the ding.
Another one.
The classic. Forget the context. And I thought there was more, but there's just room for new sounds. Give us new sounds.
Crickets will be one of them.
Give us
Another one.
fuck. No, listen. Random B plot from that week was that was when Ben Shapiro fuck ass dropped his
his shit.
song, which would already be forgotten to history if not for Nicki trying to co-sign with that just
And
to
son
fight
him.
hiss on the charts.
Like, why are you're trying, first of all, you're talking to Ben, talking about, oh, you know, you could work on your raps, but you know, it's alright. To Ben Shapiro, have you any idea who your base is? And you probably don't. You probably have no idea, like, what the fuck, or I don't know if she does or does not know what the fuck is going on, but baby girl, that was not a smart move.
There was the meme which was like, it gets worse. Ben Shapiro just offended you.
And it's the truth. Like, life really do imitate art. And you bitches are just copying. You mirroring this shit. It's
And speaking
fucking
of that, why
ridiculous.
is Nicki using all this AI shit? All this AI art of, what's the city? Sorry, I forget the
saying
city.
that
What's the
Gag
city?
City.
Gag City.
They're
Gag
saying
City's
that the
not real.
girls are, you know, they're saying that the girls don't have money. You know, the head of Gag City is not, you know, she's not paying her bills.
So she got to use AI.
She gotta use AI.
Like, look at the visuals in his video.
Bro,
Like, she's having fun with it. She's like,
did
it's
you
crazy.
see like the behind the scenes where she's like actually bursting out of the egg? Like that was a practical thing. Like they actually made the egg and she like burst her hands out of it. And this is her money.
Right.
Her fucking
Oh,
money.
and in the same week, she like owned her masters. So she's like good. She's set. She's free.
Before I call and buy a catalog.
She smashed the backboard. She broke the glass on her.
Imagine not owning your catalog and then threatening to buy someone else's catalog. Before I call and buy a catalog. Girl, sigh. That's the one. That song did have. It's very catchy, and it's so funny because it's so bad. So for like a solid 2 weeks, I was like, sigh. How you fuck your mother, man, when she die? Bullet fragment foot, bitch. That was funny. That's the thing, is that she kind of ate with all of this. If she was being ironic, if she was just doing this for like the laughs and not being like dead serious, this would be the funniest shit that she has ever done. Like, it would be funnier than the time she was like, I'm gonna retire, and then immediately came right back. Like, I thought that was funny because she'd just be saying shit.
Right.
But like, you're being dead at lying on your dead mama and be tight, like whispering into the fucking microphone in the studio. Like, I don't even know. I don't know that type of energy. I don't know that type of passion, that type of anger that I could feel in my body. But I wonder what it would feel like. I genuinely do. Like, you couldn't even get the words out. Bullet fragment foot, bitch. You said bullet fragment foot, bullet fragment foot, bitch. That was, I felt that. I felt you try to get the words out of your chest. And that's how you know, bro, she's a talented person. She's a very, very talented person, but it just gets so, like, it gets redirected into these places where it doesn't need to be. And, you know, and then now she's more fuel for the shade room. Fuck the shade room. Don't fall for it, Nikki.
That's how you wrap some shit up. Well done.
Absolutely.
Well done. Go to work. Clock in.
Put the blunt out. Put the dab pen in your back pocket. Make sure it doesn't fall out. Do a deep sigh. You know, shake that horn. Shake the horn like the white women do after like a bad day in the movies. Just be like, do that and see what it do for you. And I think that's the morning bleezy.
That's the morning bleezy.
How you fuck your mother, man, when she die? How you going, Gail King, and can't cry? Yeah. Bye. Bye.